The Great Diarrhea Story. From muddy water to modern plumbing, every creature's problem. 1. Diarrhea is not just ours. You might think diarrhea is only a human thing. Nope. If a creature has a mouth at one end and an anus at the other, diarrhea can happen. That's how a one-way digestive tube works. And sometimes that tube just speeds everything up in the worst way. 2. Who never gets it? Some creatures are totally safe, not because they're tough, but because they're built differently. Jellyfish, sea anemones, corals, one hole does everything. In and out, no flow to speed up. Tapeworms skip the gut altogether. They just soak up food through their skin and let waste seep out. No watery emergencies for them. 3. Mud, mouths, and danger. The wildebeest scene. Picture the African dry season. Rivers shrink into muddy puddles. Wildebeests wade in, stirring mud, peeing, pooping, drinking, all in the same pool. Zebras, elephants, hippos join in. The water turns brown, smells like dung, and wriggles with bacteria. In the dry months, wildlife researchers have observed wildebeests with diarrhea. Tails matted, hind legs streaked, ribs showing, heads low, moving with unsteady steps. These weakened animals often hang at the back of the herd, unable to keep up. For predators, they're the easiest targets. Lions and hyenas notice the laggers first. Yet with no clean stream in sight, the wildebeests still return to the same foul water. It's risky, but in this heat, thirst can kill faster than infection. Fish, birds, insects, and worms. The messy truth. Fish. Their stomach and gut are sealed off from the outside water. Healthy fish poop in neat little pellets and swim actively. Sick fish trail pale, stringy waste, swim sluggishly, and may stop eating. Birds. Normal droppings are soft because poop and pee mix together. With diarrhea, they become watery, often green or yellow, sometimes with blood, and the bird may fluff up its feathers and stay still. Insects. Healthy caterpillars make dry, solid pellets. Sick ones smear wet green mush and move less. Bees with nosema disease stain the hive with yellow-brown streaks and fly weakly. Earthworms, healthy worms leave crumbly soil pellets and keep tunneling. Sick or stressed worms produce soggy, collapsing sludge and may surface or move sluggishly. 5. Zoo life versus wildlife in zoos. Animals still get diarrhea, but less often. Even if a hippo pool looks like pea soup, keepers clean and filter it, pulling out most deadly germs. A zoo hippo may wallow in its own waste, but it's not drinking cholera water. That's one reason giraffes, elephants, and other zoo animals often live longer than they would in the wild. 6. When water was a gamble. For most of history, humans drank from rivers, ponds, or wells. If water looked clear, we assumed it was safe, but invisible killers lurked. People learned to avoid raw water when they could. Boiling was common in many places. In Japan's cities, people drank yusamashi, boiled water cooled for later. In Europe, beer, wine, and soups were safer than raw water. Tea, when available, added flavor and sometimes health benefits, but it was a luxury, not the main reason for boiling. Boiling killed many germs, but it couldn't remove poisons like lead or arsenic. And diarrhea, dysentery, and cholera were still common visitors. 7. Deadly germs, not just a stomach ache. Dysentery, bloody, painful diarrhea, tore through towns, villages, and armies. Edo period Japan, 19th century Europe, war camps, diarrhea often killed more than bullets. Cholera was worse. London, 1854, over 600 dead in 10 days in one neighborhood. Dr. John Snow traced it to a single pump. Meiji-era Japan saw cholera waves killing over 100,000 in 1879, in a country of just 35 million. A bad well, a river, even early city pipes could be a death sentence. 8. The long road to drinkable tap water. Safe tap water is a modern luxury, and still rare. London's water only became reliably safe in the early 1900s, with sand filters and chlorine. Tokyo's first modern waterworks came in 1898, but it took until after World War II for safe citywide supply. Today, whole country safe tap water exists in a minority of nations: East Asia, Japan, Singapore, Hong Kong; Europe, UK, France, Germany, Nordics, Switzerland; North America, USA, Canada; Oceania, Australia, New Zealand; Middle East, UAE, Saudi Arabia. Others are partly safe, like South Korea, Taiwan, Malaysia, Chile, South Africa, but rural or older areas may still be unsafe. And most of the world, China, India, Vietnam, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines, Mexico, Peru, Brazil, still relies on boiling, filtering, or buying bottled water. For 99.97% of human history, we lived like wildebeests, trusting our senses, blind to the microscopic killers in the cup. 9. The present-day stakes. In places without safe tap water, diarrhea is still a top killer of children under 5. Families spend hours each day fetching water or money buying bottled supplies. Even in cities, a glass of safe water can be a precious thing, boiled at home or bought at high cost. 10. One glass, one victory. Safe tap water changed everything. Fewer children dying from diarrhea, cities growing without epidemics crushing them, work and school days saved from illness. So when you pour a glass from your tap, remember, for most of human history and for many alive right now, that's a miracle. That cold, clear water isn't just a drink. It's survival, health, and victory in liquid form.